Rose, I'm going to my parents' house tonight.
Huh? You didn't mention this earlier today.
Mom's birthday is tomorrow.
You mentioned going tomorrow, but not staying overnight tonight. I already started prepping ingredients for dinner.
Just eat it yourself or save it for tomorrow.
That's not the point, Ken. I haven't prepared Mom's present yet, though.
Oh, that's fine. I'll handle getting a present.
You didn't prepare anything yourself, right? Tomorrow we were supposed to go shopping together, and I was planning to go with you.
Well, this year I thought I'd give something other than a physical gift. You know, Father's Day is coming up too, so I thought I'd combine them.
Combine them how, exactly? And what do you mean by something other than a physical gift?
I'm planning something special.
If that's the case, then fine. But you understand, right? On Father's Day, you absolutely cannot go anywhere. Sarah's wedding is the same day, so that takes priority. We've been planning this for months, Ken.
Oh, I know that. That's why I'm combining it with Mom's birthday.
Really? You always prioritize Mom and Dad over everything else. Don't forget you left me alone on our wedding anniversary last year.
Come on, that couldn't be helped. It was an emergency situation.
Was it really an emergency, though? He was moving furniture around because your mom wanted to redecorate. That wasn't exactly urgent medical care. When Sarah was little too, sports festivals, parent-teacher conferences. You prioritized Mom and Dad's plans and didn't come so many times.
It's about priorities. I care about my parents, and that's not a bad thing.
Caring for your parents is fine, but you should care for your own family first. If we're talking priorities, your family should come first, right?
Mom and Dad are family too, though. They raised me and sacrificed so much for me.
I'm asking you to balance your priorities better. The wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Whatever the reason, as Sarah's father, you need to prioritize that above everything else. She's been looking forward to having both her parents there.
Yeah, you've always been nagging about stuff like this. We've fought about it so many times, and you're perfect in every other way.
Nagging? Is that what you call it when I express my feelings? You're perfect except for prioritizing Mom and Dad over everything else. So please, I'm really asking you. Hey Mom, save that kind of emotional talk for tomorrow's wedding. Sorry, but I really think you've grown up to be so wonderful. I still remember when you were afraid of the dark and would crawl into our bed. Don't say embarrassing things like that. But I am grateful to you for so many things, Mom. You've always been there for me, even when Dad wasn't. Remember when Dad didn't come to my sports festival? I remember that well. You had trained so hard for the relay race that year. I was really shocked then. I kept looking for him in the crowd. But you cheered for Dad's share too, Mom. You never missed anything important to me. I'm glad you say that, but I'm really sorry. Dad always prioritizes Grandma and Grandpa over everything. You had to feel lonely so many times because of that. As your mother, I should have been able to fix that somehow. It's okay. Caring for your parents is good, but prioritizing them over your own daughter is too much. That might be his good point, but there are limits. Some things are more important than others. Well, surely even Dad will come to the wedding properly. It's my wedding day. Of course. I made sure to tell him many times. I've been reminding him about this date for weeks. Then that's fine. I want both of you there to see me in my wedding dress. Sarah, you've really become so mature. I'm so proud of the woman you've become. Yes, save that for tomorrow, please. By the way, you're coming to the house at 8 a.m. tomorrow, right? I'm getting nervous about the timing. That's right. We'll go to the venue together from there. Your dad promised me he'd be there by 10:30 at the latest. I trust that he'll keep his word this time. Well then, see you tomorrow. Ken, where are you right now? Already 10:45 and I don't see you at the venue.
Oh, sorry, I totally forgot today was Sarah's wedding.
What? Forgot? How do you forget your own daughter's wedding? The guests are asking where you are.
Well, I'd come if I could, but I'm on a trip to Okinawa with my parents right now, so I can't.
Okinawa? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, remember I said I'd combine Mom's birthday and Father's Day this year? So I gave them an Okinawa trip as a present. Well, it's a bit off from Mom's actual birthday, but she's happy, so it should be fine.
Wait, hold on a minute. I told you so many times to prioritize the wedding day today, didn't I? You promised me you'd be here by 10:30.
Don't get so angry. We took the first train here. I barely got any sleep planning this surprise.
This is your daughter's wedding. Isn't it more important than Father's Day or birthdays? Everyone is looking at me wondering where the father of the bride is. How am I supposed to explain this to Sarah?
There's something called priorities in this world. My parents are getting older, and I don't know how many more trips like this they can take.
The highest priority should be your daughter's wedding, right? This is a once-in-a-lifetime event for her. You can take your parents on a trip anytime.
That's your priority. My parents have done so much for me throughout my life. This is my way of showing gratitude.
I can't believe this. I've watched you prioritize Mom and Dad over everything, but to prioritize them even on a day like this. Aren't you ashamed as a parent? What kind of father abandons his daughter's wedding? Sarah is going to be heartbroken.
I'm my parent's son before I'm a parent. I'll apologize properly later and send a wedding gift, so that should be enough. Maybe I'll send some Okinawan souvenirs, too.
You're really the worst. If that's how you want to be, then I have my own thoughts about this. I'm done covering for you and making excuses.
I'm planning to come back tomorrow anyway, so I'll listen to your lecture then. Well, we're going to enjoy our Okinawa trip, so you guys enjoy the wedding, too. Tell Sarah I'm sorry and that I'm proud of her.
Tell her yourself when you get back. Sarah, congratulations on today's wedding. And at the same time, I'm really sorry. I never imagined Dad and the others wouldn't come. You apologized at the venue many times too, and I don't mind. The ceremony was still beautiful. You say that, but it was rude to your husband's family too. His parents kept asking where your father was. I explained the situation to my husband, and it's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm not sad about it, but this is normal. You looked so proud when you walked me down the aisle. Sarah, you shouldn't have to settle for enough. I never had any expectations for Dad anyway. You were looking forward to it, weren't you? Sarah, you cried when you found out Dad wasn't coming, didn't you? I noticed right away. A mother knows when her daughter is hurting. Even though Dad always prioritizes Grandma and Grandpa, I didn't think he'd do it even on a day like this. I thought maybe, just maybe, I'd be important enough for once. I feel the same way. And Grandma and Grandpa should have stopped him too. They knew about the wedding date. Now I'm getting angry about it. They could have gone on that trip any time, couldn't they? It didn't have to be today, right? Today was supposed to be my day. You're absolutely right. I got angry sometimes, but it never got to the point of divorce or separation. This was the final straw. Let me know if anything happens. I'll help you. You should focus on taking care of your own family instead of worrying about such things since you just got married. Your new husband deserves your full attention. But are you okay? You've been married to him for over 20 years. I'm fine. Just focus on being happy. I love you, Mom. Thank you for being the parent who actually showed up for me. Always, sweetheart.
are you? I came back from the trip, but there's no one home.
Welcome home, Ken. I'm at Sarah's house right now, so I won't be coming home today.
This isn't like you. You always come home to take care of things.
What's not like me?
Well, I thought you'd lecture me when I got home today. I was prepared for one of your long talks about priorities.
Do you want me to scold you?
I was actually dreading coming home because of it.
I see, then that's fine. I'm glad you find my absence preferable.
What about dinner?
I've been at Sarah's house since this morning, so I didn't prepare any food.
What? But you knew I was coming back today. Then what about the bath?
I didn't prepare the bath either. If you want to take one, prepare it yourself.
Look, I'm tired from the Okinawa trip. Even if you go into Sarah's place, you could have at least done that much.
Oh, sorry about that. But it can't be helped, right? I'm here celebrating Sarah and her husband's wedding.
Celebrating, but the wedding was yesterday. Did you forget our arrangement? We're both working, but since you earn less, you'd do all the housework.
That's right. We decided that because I have more time. But circumstances change, don't they?
I have to work starting tomorrow, and I don't want to accumulate unnecessary fatigue. I need to be well rested for my important job.
But I thought you'd understand, Ken. This is about priorities.
What priorities? What does that have to do with my dinner and bath?
You see, I think celebrating my daughter's wedding is more important than a husband who abandoned his daughter's wedding to go on a trip. In other words, I don't want to reduce my time celebrating with them by doing housework for you.
I knew this was coming.
I've just decided to live my life with priorities like you do from now on.
This is ridiculous. You're being petty about this. Fine, I'll figure out dinner myself. But this better not become a habit.
We'll see about that. Good work today, Ken. Are you coming straight home today?
Yeah, I'm heading home now. By the way, what's for dinner tonight?
I didn't prepare your dinner.
Why not? Are you still mad about yesterday?
Remember what Sarah said? She asked us to take care of her dog for a little while. That dog came today.
I completely forgot about that. But what does that have to do with my dinner?
I was busy taking care of the dog today. Since I had the day off work, I spent the whole day playing with him.
But still, you had time to make dinner, right?
No, I didn't. I was too busy buying dog food. And dog toys and a proper bed for him.
Why are you preparing dog food but not mine? Are you saying I'm lower than a dog?
I wouldn't go that far. But in my priorities, you're lower. The dog is Sarah's, and Sarah is my priority.
This is insane. You know, you've been like this a lot lately.
Like what?
I've been putting up with it because you usually take care of things, but you put everything about me on the back burner. That's not right. My colleagues are starting to notice my wrinkled clothes.
Things about you have low priority for me. Sarah and her family come first now.
Today I went to work in a wrinkled shirt. My subordinates gave me awkward smiles. Do you know how embarrassing that was? And I had to buy lunch from the convenience store again. It's expensive and unhealthy.
But you can't really complain about other people, can you? You've talked about priorities too. Your priorities and my priorities are different. It can't be helped, so please give up. Just like you always tell me to give up.
This is completely different. You're being vindictive.
Am I? Or am I just learning from your example?
Rose, where's my blue suit?
Which blue suit?
The one I always wear for important meetings.
Oh, I took it to the dry cleaners.
When will it be ready? Please tell me it's today!
Next week sometime.
Next week! Why didn't you tell me?
I've been busy with other priorities.
What am I supposed to wear now? This client is really important for my career.
You have other suits, don't you?
They're all wrinkled because you haven't been ironing anything. I look like a homeless person in these clothes.
Then iron them yourself.
When am I supposed to find time to iron? I have to leave for work in 20 minutes.
That sounds like poor planning on your part.
Poor planning? You're the one who didn't tell me about the dry cleaning.
Sorry, but dog training class was more important yesterday. Sarah's dog needed socialization.
You're prioritizing a dog's social life over my career?
Yes.
The presentation was a disaster. My shirt was wrinkled, my tie had a stain, and I looked completely unprofessional.
That's unfortunate.
That's all you have to say? Don't you care about our financial future?
I care about the financial future of people who prioritize this family. You've made it clear that's not you.
A wife should support her husband's career.
A husband should support his family's important moments, like his daughter's wedding.
I said I was sorry!
No, you said you'd apologize properly later. I'm still waiting for that proper apology.
Fine. I'm sorry I missed the wedding.
That didn't sound very sincere. Try again when you actually mean it.
There's no breakfast prepared! What am I supposed to eat?
There's cereal in the pantry.
You know I need my morning routine to function properly!
Then wake up earlier and make proper coffee yourself.
I shouldn't have to make my own breakfast!
I was busy this morning.
Busy with what? It's 7 a.m.!
Taking Sarah's dog for a walk. Dogs have schedules too, you know.
The dog again! I'm starting to think you care more about that animal than your own husband!
He doesn't complain or take my efforts for granted.
Dogs don't have complex needs like humans do!
They don't abandon important family events for trips to Okinawa.
We're back to that again?
It's the root of everything that's happening now.
I'm working late tonight.
Okay.
That's it? Usually you ask why I'm working late.
I'm watching a movie with Sarah's dog. He seems to enjoy romantic comedies.
You watching movies with a dog?
He's excellent company. Much better than someone who would rather be anywhere else.
I wanna be home, but I'm working late to make up for the poor impression from yesterday's presentation. A presentation that went badly because of your neglect.
My neglect? Interesting perspective. I've been very attentive to my priorities.
Your priorities are messed up!
They're just different from what they used to be.
What's that supposed to mean?
You taught me that family members can be ranked in order of importance. Congratulations, you've moved down the list.
This is insane! You can't treat your husband like this!
Why not? You treated your wife and daughter like this for years. I'm just applying your same logic.
That was different!
How was it different?
Because it just was!
That's not an answer. That's an excuse.
Hey, seriously, cut it out!
What?
Mom just called me! She said you told her you're stopping the money transfers! She was crying on the phone!
Well, it was after careful consideration. It's my money that I earn.
Well, I'm using my salary for our living expenses, so it can't be helped. Mom and Dad are on a pension and struggling financially. They depend on our help.
I understand that, of course. But if I'm going to send money to Mom and Dad, I'd rather use that money to do something for Sarah and her husband. They're starting their new life together.
What? But Sarah and her husband can manage on their own. They both have good jobs.
Do I need a reason to want to do something for my daughter and her husband?
Of course you need a reason. If they can live on their own, we don't need to help them. That's just common sense.
Then we don't need to send money to Mom and Dad either, do we?
What? Why does it turn out like that?
Did you think I didn't know? Mom recently bought a brand new car, didn't she? How much was that?
Well, I don't know the exact price.
I looked it up online, so let me tell you. $300,000. For people struggling on a pension, they're living pretty well. They bought it on a loan, apparently. But even with a loan, they need a down payment, right? And that means they think they can handle the future payments, right?
They needed a reliable car for medical appointments. Their old car was breaking down constantly.
So they bought a $300,000 car? They couldn't find something more reasonable.
They deserve something nice after all their years of hard work.
So do I, for that matter.
But still, this is wrong! They're your in-laws! They're parents!
But it can't be helped, right? For me, you guys have lower priority than Sarah and her husband. I'd rather invest in their future than fund luxury car purchases.
Look, you've been saying that lately, but stop it! Even if you're setting priorities, normally you'd put us higher!
You have no credibility saying that when you put your daughter and wife below them. I'm just following your rules.
My rules?
Your priority system. The one where parents always come first.
But this is financial sabotage! You're hurting innocent people!
Innocent? They knew about the wedding and chose to go on vacation instead.
They didn't know it would hurt Sarah so much?
They're adults. They knew exactly what they were doing.
You're being vindictive and cruel!
I'm being consistent with your value system. You should be proud of me for learning so well.
Stop twisting this around! You know this isn't the same thing!
Explain to me how it's different.
Because they're elderly and need help!
Sarah and her husband are young and building a life. They could use help with a house down payment. Or starting a family someday. Those seem like better investments to me.
You can't just change everything overnight! This family has operated a certain way for decades!
Yes, it has. And look where that got us. Maybe it's time for a new operating system.
Fine then! If our priority is so low, then let's get divorced! Since you clearly don't value this marriage anymore!
Of course, I'd be delighted. I'll go get the divorce papers now, so sign them when I get back. Finally, a decision we can both agree on.
Wait, are you serious? This is divorce we're talking about? People don't just get divorced over arguments!
Of course, I understand. Did you think I'd be reluctant to divorce you? You just solved all my problems in one sentence.
I didn't mean it literally! I was just angry and speaking emotionally!
Too late. You've shown me exactly how you handle disagreements. You threaten divorce when you don't get your way. Well, congratulations, your threat worked.
Rose, wait! Let's talk about this rationally!
I am being rational. For the first time in 20 years, I'm being completely rational. I'm prioritizing my own happiness over keeping the peace.
Sorry to bother you. Could you help me out a bit?
Huh? What's this all of a sudden?
Oh, well, yesterday I got into a fight with Rose. I said divorce in the heat of the moment, but she actually brought divorce papers and made me sign them. She had them ready so fast, like she'd been planning this.
And?
And that's not the reaction I expected. This is serious. Our family is falling apart.
That's true, but Dad, you're the one who said divorce, right? then you should just give up since it can't be helped. You made your bed, now lie in it.
It's not that simple! The cause of the fight was Rosa's fault anyway! I got angry and said divorce in the heat of the moment. Any reasonable husband would have reacted the same way! She prioritized food for your dog over my dinner, and she stopped sending money to your grandparents on her own to spend on you guys instead!
I see. That really is unavoidable.
Right? So could you persuade Mom for me? I think if you say something, Mom will back down. You know how much she cares about you. She'd listen to you over anyone else.
But I don't want to.
What? But you just said it was unavoidable!
I meant the divorce being unavoidable, not Mom's behavior.
She's acting completely irrational!
Look, if you think about it calmly, what Mom did to you is exactly what you've been doing to us. It's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
That's completely different!
And Dad, you got angry enough to want a divorce about it, right? So it wouldn't be strange if Mom was angry enough to want a divorce either, would it? If it was so unbearable for you, imagine how she felt for 20 years.
No, wait a minute! The situations are completely different contexts!
It does work that way. That's why there's a divorce, right? Actually, listening to you just now, what's with that? You've always prioritized Grandma and Grandpa over me and Mom, right?
But still, divorce is going too far! Married couples are supposed to work through their problems!
That just means Mom has been enduring things that would make her want a divorce. None other than Dad proved that himself. Do you understand? You literally demonstrated that this treatment is divorce-worthy.
I wasn't seriously thinking about divorce, it was just in the heat of the moment! People say things they don't mean when they're angry!
Saying divorce in the heat of the moment is bad enough. Do you know how hurtful that is to hear from your spouse? Actually, I've wanted to say this for a long time. Someone who has priorities other than their own family shouldn't get married in the first place. Before calling yourself a husband or father, learn to set proper priorities and then come back.
Sarah, that's harsh! I've always tried to be a good father!
A good father shows up to his daughter's wedding. A good father doesn't make his wife feel like she's competing with her in-laws for attention. A good father doesn't threaten divorce when his wife finally stands up for herself.
I made mistakes, but I'm still your father!
Being my father is a title you have to earn through actions. And lately, your actions have been pretty disappointing.
I know I've made mistakes, but can't we work this out as a family?
Mom tried to work it out for 20 years. You didn't listen then, why should she believe you'll listen now?
Because I'm desperate. I realize how much I need her.
You should have realized that before you missed my wedding. That was your last chance to show us we mattered.
Please, Sarah, I'm begging you.
No, Dad, this is between you and Mom. And honestly, I'm proud of her for finally standing up for herself.
I'm sorry for everything up until now, Rose. Sarah scolded me, and I finally understand. I was wrong. Please forgive me. I'll do anything to make this right.
Even if you say that, I only want to divorce now, so it's impossible. My mind is made up.
Don't say that, please! I only said divorce in the heat of the moment. I never really meant it. I can't function without you. You do everything for me. I don't even know how to live alone.
You might feel that way, but I have no problem without you. In fact, I feel lighter already.
Don't say such cold things. We did fight sometimes, but we were a good couple, weren't we? We had good times together. Remember our early years? We were happy then.
I think so too. The cause of our fights was basically your priority issues. Like I said before, I had no other complaints about you besides that. You're a decent person when you're not putting your parents first.
Right! So instead of divorce, let's keep working together! I'll fix my bad parts from now on. I promise I'll change!
We've been married for over 20 years, haven't we?
Well, yeah. Sarah was born the year after we got married, so it's been about that long. But what does that have to do with anything?
You said it yourself, that you'll fix your bad parts from now on. But you know, I've been enduring those bad parts for over 20 years since we got married. When will they be fixed? How many more years? How many more decades do I have to endure?
That's as soon as possible. If you cooperate with me, I'm sure it'll be quick.
I thought that way and kept warning you, and this is the result. Even on our daughter's wedding day, one of the most important days as a parent, you didn't prioritize us. When will a personality that didn't change in over 20 years ever change? What makes you think it's possible now?
I was spoiled by you until now. Even though I said things, I thought you would forgive me. But this time I really understand it's not something to be forgiven for. So don't worry. I've learned my lesson the hard way.
Unfortunately, I don't think so. You'll only be careful at first anyway. After a while, you'll go back to the way you were. Even when I get angry, you'll just laugh it off. I can see it now. This pattern has repeated so many times before.
That's not true! I'm not stupid! I understand that my current life exists because of you! Coming home to hot food, a prepared bath, ironed shirts, it's all thanks to you! So I won't do things you hate anymore! I'll prove it to you!
Thank you for understanding my hard work. Then you'll understand the hardship I've endured for over 20 years too, right? I'm done with a husband who sets his own family's priority low. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not important to my own husband.
But we can fix this! We can go to counseling! We can set up rules and schedules! I'll put everything in writing if you want!
Ken, do you hear yourself? You're talking about our marriage like it's a business contract. A husband shouldn't need written rules to prioritize his wife and daughter.
I'm desperate here! What do you want me to say?
Nothing. There's nothing left to say. Actions speak louder than words, and your actions have spoken for 20 years.
One more chance, please! Just one more chance to prove I can change!
I gave you one more chance for 2 decades. I'm out of chances to give.
Rose, I've been thinking all night. I went to see a counselor today. I'm serious about changing.
That's good for you. Self-improvement is always worthwhile.
I told him about everything, the wedding, the priorities, all of it. He said I have patterns of behavior that need addressing. He wants to see both of us together.
I'm not interested in couples counseling. You should continue with individual therapy, though. It sounds like you need it.
But we could fix this together! The counselor says many marriages survive bigger problems than this!
Our marriage didn't survive this problem. It died on our daughter's wedding day. I'm just finally acknowledging the death certificate.
That's so dramatic! People make mistakes! Marriages are supposed to be for better or worse!
For better or worse doesn't mean for being consistently devalued and deprioritized. There's a difference between weathering storms and drowning.
I called my parents. I told them they were wrong to go on that trip. Mom cried and said she was sorry.
Too little, too late. They should have known better without you having to tell them.
Dad wants to apologize to you personally. They both feel terrible about everything.
I don't want their apologies. I want my dignity back, and that's something they can't give me.
What can I do to earn your forgiveness? Just tell me what you need and I'll do it!
I need you to sign the divorce papers without any more drama. That's the only thing I want from you now.
You're really throwing away 20 years of marriage?
I'm not throwing anything away. Salvaging what's left of my self-respect.
Sarah, please reconsider helping me. Your mother is being completely unreasonable. She won't even go to counseling.
Dad, stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
I'm fighting for my marriage. Isn't that what a good husband is supposed to do?
A good husband wouldn't have put his marriage in jeopardy in the first place. You're 20 years too late to start being a good husband.
But you're my daughter. You're supposed to support me.
I'm supporting the parent who actually showed up for me. That's been Mom this whole time.
I provided for this family financially. I worked hard to give you a good life.
Money isn't love, Dad. Presence is love. Attention is love. Priority is love. And you gave those things to Grandma and Grandpa, not to us.
I'm gonna lose everything. My wife, my daughter, my home.
You lost us a long time ago emotionally. This is just making it official.
How could you be so cold to your own father?
I learned from watching how you treated your own family. Mom, how are you holding up? I'm doing surprisingly well. Better than I expected, actually. No regrets? None at all. I feel like I've been holding my breath for 20 years and can finally exhale. I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself. I wish you had done it sooner. I had to be ready. And you had to be grown up enough to understand. About your living situation, you're really going to move near us? I've already started looking at apartments. There's a nice complex about 10 minutes from your house. That would be amazing. We could have dinner together regularly. And you could help with the dog training. I'm looking forward to a new chapter. One where I get to choose my own priorities. What about the financial situation? Will you be okay on your own? I've been managing our household budget for years. I know exactly where every penny goes. Without supporting his parents, I'll actually have more money for myself. And Dad? He'll have to figure it out. Maybe living with his parents again will teach him what it's like to be someone's last priority. Ken continued to resist the divorce, but realizing how firm my resolve was, he reluctantly agreed to it. After divorcing me, Ken moved back to his parents' house, but since his parents had been relying on financial support, they're now in a difficult financial situation. On top of that, they have car loan payments for the car they bought, expecting to continue receiving money. As a result, even combining Ken's salary with his parents' pension, they're struggling financially. They want to get rid of the car but can't because of the remaining loan. Additionally, word spread among all the relatives that he didn't attend Sarah's wedding, and now all three of them are living in hardship with no one to help them. As for me, after divorcing Ken, I moved near Sarah and her husband's house. I continue working, and in my free time, I visit Sarah's home. Well, I thought Ken wasn't a bad husband overall. Being away from him now, I feel refreshed and realize how much I had been enduring without knowing it.
So, guess what? My dad just built a new house.
Wait, seriously? Your dad? But he's 70.
Yeah, 70 and still going strong, apparently.
Wow, that must mean he's doing really well financially. I mean, building a house at that age? Not many people can do that. That's impressive. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest.
Are you?
Well, yeah, owning a house is a dream, right? A proper house, not just an apartment. There's something really grounding about it. Safe, stable.
Yeah, well, eventually it'll be mine anyway.
Nathan, that's not something you say while your parents are still alive and well. Come on, that's so insensitive.
Okay, sorry. I was just joking. Don't take it so seriously.
It's not about being serious, it's just, words matter.
All right, fair. Anyway, my parents called this morning. They want us to come on over on Saturday and check out the new place. Said we should see it in person. Can you come?
Of course I can. That sounds exciting. We should bring a gift. What do you think they'd like?
Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
Come on, Nathan. We can't show up empty-handed. It's a new house. It's a big deal. Let's bring something thoughtful. Maybe something they can actually use. Should I text your dad and ask what they need?
No need. Seriously, just showing up is enough for them. If they wanted something, they'd have said.
You're underestimating how awkward it is to come without even a small gesture. Trust me on this one. I'll figure something out.
Fine, but don't overthink it. They're not expecting anything fancy.
Still, it's important. I'll just get them something practical. Maybe a nice kitchen set or a decorative plant. Something warm.
Sure, do what you want. They'll just be happy to see us. Especially me. I haven't been home in a while.
I know. I think they'll really appreciate it.
So you'll come with me Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. But is it okay if I just go for the day and head back the same night?
What? Why?
I've got an important thing on Sunday, remember? It's on our shared calendar. I've had this client presentation locked in for weeks.
Honestly, I don't really check that calendar.
I kind of figured. I tried to give you a heads up in advance.
Well, it's kinda last minute, yeah. I think my parents will be a little disappointed if you don't stay the night.
I know, and I really wish I could adjust my schedule, but I can't. Not this time. This meeting's been moved twice already. I can't afford to mess this up. It's important.
All right, it's not the end of the world. You'll see him Saturday. We'll plan a longer trip another time.
Thank you for understanding.
Just don't forget the gift, okay?
Of course not. Hi, Dustin. It's been a while. I heard your new house is finally finished. Congratulations.
I don't recall asking for your congratulations.
Well, regardless, it's a big milestone. Actually, I was calling to ask, since we'd like to visit this weekend, is there anything you'd like as a housewarming gift?
I don't need anything. You and Nathan can choose whatever furniture or household goods you like.
Oh, but that wouldn't make sense. It's your house, not ours. We wouldn't just buy whatever we like, would we?
Excuse me?
I mean, it's not like we're living there.
What the hell are you talking about? Of course you're living there. That's the whole point.
I'm sorry, what?
We built a two-family house with you two in mind. You'll be moving in to live with us. That's the plan.
Wait, are you saying you had a two-family home built assuming we'd move in without asking us first?
Why the hell would I need your permission to build my house?
Because whether or not we live with you is a pretty significant decision, don't you think? It impacts our jobs, our lives, our future.
It's a brand new detached home. No one in their right mind would say no to that.
Just for reference, where is it located?
There was some great land just on the edge of town. Quiet area. That's where we built it.
That's nearly 90 minutes from my office.
So? Quit your job! Nathan makes enough to support you, and once the caregiving starts, you'd have to quit anyway. Might as well get ahead of it.
I'm sorry, Dustin, but you don't get to decide how I live my life. I'm not quitting my job, and I have no plans to move.
So you're just going to abandon your responsibilities as a wife?
And what exactly does that mean?
It means taking care of your husband's parents when the time comes. That's what being a good daughter-in-law is.
With all due respect, there are professional caregiving services available now. And frankly, both of you still seem quite capable.
Nathan's mother, she's showing signs. I'm telling you, she's losing it. Last week she tried to eat dinner twice in a row. That's not normal.
Has she seen a doctor?
She will, eventually.
Of course, I'm concerned about her. But that doesn't mean I'm willing to sacrifice my entire life, my career, and my autonomy to take care of you. That's not fair, and it's not sustainable.
Unbelievable! Nathan married a woman this cold and selfish?
Sorry to disappoint you. I didn't realize warmth was measured by how much of your life you're willing to give up.
You're really going to turn your back on the home we built?
It was your decision to build it without discussing it with us. If you'd asked, I would have told you plainly, I'm not interested in cohabiting.
We even built a second kitchen for you! You think that was cheap? You're telling me all of that is going to waste?
If I had asked for a second kitchen, I might feel bad, but I didn't.
Then maybe we should just call it what it is. If you're refusing to live here, then you're not part of this family. I'll tell Nathan to file for divorce. You good with that?
Divorce? Over not wanting to move in with your parents? Are you even listening to yourself?
Nathan said he was on board. That's why we did this. So how the hell are you just finding out now?
Nathan knew?
Of course he did. You think we'd build an entire house without telling our son?
Well, that changes things. We'll have to talk. Clearly, we're not on the same page.
Do that! Talk it over, then get back to me soon!
Right. Goodbye, Dustin. What the hell, Nathan?
What now?
The two-family house. You knew about it all along?
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't think it was worth mentioning to me?
I figured you'd be happy. I mean, it's a brand new home. I thought you'd be excited once you saw it.
You seriously thought I'd be excited to find out my husband and his father made a life-altering decision behind my back?
Come on, it's not like we're moving across the country. You can still commute.
You mean a 3-hour round trip every single day? And what if I missed the last train? I'd be stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Then I'll come pick you up. It's not a big deal.
That's not the point, Nathan. What makes me furious isn't just the location or the commute. It's that you and your father both think I'm supposed to become some sort of full-time caregiver, like that's just my role now.
Isn't it kind of expected? I mean, children take care of their parents, don't they?
Your parents, Nathan. They're your responsibility.
We're married, Jennifer. That makes them your parents, too.
Well, I have my parents, too. I'm their only child. What if something happens to them?
Put them in a home?
Are you serious right now? So let me get this straight. Your parents get in-home care and my parents get shoved into a facility?
It's not like that. There's a hierarchy. The husband's parents come first. It's just tradition.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I married someone who actually believes that.
What, am I wrong?
You're dismissing my life, my choices, my career. You didn't just keep me in the dark. You made plans for me like I was a side character in your story.
Look, it's done. The house is built. We can't exactly unbuild it now.
Your father told me to quit my job. Do you agree with that?
I mean, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing.
I finally got my dream position, editor-in-chief at a national fashion magazine. You want me to throw that away so I can wash your dad's socks and remind your mom what day of the week it is?
It's just fashion. We're talking about family, about people's lives.
So now my career's meaningless? You have no right to insult what I've built.
All I'm saying is there are other jobs.
And all I'm saying is, I'm done. You know what? Maybe your dad's right. Maybe divorce is the answer.
Wait, what?
You heard me. You and your father have been so eager to kick me out of your life. So fine, I'm gone.
Sarah, don't do this! This is getting out of hand!
It got out of hand when you prioritized your father's whims over your own wife's life. You didn't consult me about anything. Not the house, not the location, not even the mortgage.
Hey, we are talking about it now!
After the concrete's been poured, now you want my opinion?
I'm paying the mortgage, Sarah. The construction alone cost nearly $200,000. Do you think my dad had that kind of money lying around?
Wait, you're paying for the house?
Yeah, it's under my name. He's too old to get a loan and he didn't have the savings for it.
This is unbelievable. You decided to take on our future debt for a house I didn't even know about?
It's for the family.
It's not my family. It's your family, and I was never given a choice.
You're gonna walk away from my mom, from someone who might have dementia?
Your dad thinks she might have dementia. He hasn't even taken her for a diagnosis.
I've seen it myself. She's not the same. She forgets names, asks the same questions 5 times a day.
Then take her to a doctor, but don't expect me to drop everything in my life for a possibility. You planned this entire thing assuming I'd just give in. Well, I won't.
So you'll just abandon a sick old woman?
If sacrificing my entire identity is the only way to be considered a good person, then call me selfish. I don't care anymore.
You need to calm down.
I am calm. And I'm telling you, I'm not moving in. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not becoming your family's nursemaid.
Look, let's just go this weekend. We'll visit, we'll see how my mom's doing, we can talk to my dad together.
I'll come for your mom because I care, but I'm telling you now, my decision won't change.
All right, I'll tell Dad. Let's just try to keep things civil. You arrogant brat! Talking back like that! What kind of woman raises her voice to her elders? You call yourself a wife?
Do you even remember what happened earlier? You threw hot tea in my face during our discussion.
I told you my hand slipped. It wasn't on purpose.
And no apology? Not even a hint of remorse?
If anyone should apologize, it's you!
For what exactly?
For refusing to do your duty as a wife, for rejecting our request over and over again to move in and help care for us.
I explained my reasons again and again. I have a career. I have obligations. I lead a team at work. I have people counting on me.
Career? Don't make me laugh. You're a woman. That's just a phase, a side hobby until the real responsibilities start.
I've been working since before I met Nathan, and I plan to keep working. My job is not a hobby. It's a career I earned.
You're nothing special. There's a line of women who could replace you in a second.
Then maybe you can find one of them to move into your custom-built 2-family house and care for you and your wife.
What did you just say?
I said, if I'm so easily replaceable, I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding another daughter-in-law who's willing to play nursemaid.
Don't talk back to me, you ungrateful wench!
Ungrateful? I'm married into this family. I've put up with 5 years of being ignored, dismissed, and now you expect me to just throw away everything I've built and move in like some unpaid nursemaid?
Do you think we'd find another woman willing to marry that good-for-nothing son of mine? Do you? You're the only one stupid enough to say yes, and I'm not letting you go!
Excuse me? So I'm not a daughter-in-law. I'm a prisoner?
You're the one who chose this life. When you married Nathan, you took on the responsibility of caring for us. My wife is getting worse by the day. That's your role now. Wife, caretaker, daughter-in-law.
Then let me ask you, do you honestly think I should respond with a smile and a cheerful yes, sir, when you throw scalding tea in my face and tell me to give up my life?
It's not about what you want. It's about what's right. A daughter-in-law follows orders. That's how it's always been.
Maybe that's how things worked back then, but I hate to break it to you, your time is over. Women today have choices.
The core of a man and a woman never changes. You want to act modern? Fine, but you'll see, your rebellion will destroy this family.
Then maybe the way families were built in the past was wrong to begin with.
What the hell did you just say?
You heard me. The idea that women should stay silent, live for their husbands, serve their in-laws like servants, that whole system, it was flawed. Deeply flawed.
You ungrateful, unholy thing! No woman with a mouth like yours deserves to be part of this family. I'll make sure Nathan divorces you. Mark my words!
I already told Nathan that's fine by me.
You seriously think someone else will want you now? You're over 30. You think you can just prance back into the dating world?
Well, used goods are trending lately. The second-hand market is more popular than ever.
You always have something to say, don't you? You should have been born a lawyer, not a so-called magazine editor.
Still better than a bitter, aging man whose only value system is who can cook and change diapers fastest. You want a housemaid? Hire one. But don't expect me to abandon my life to play the role you scripted for me.
Nathan will stay here. He'll never go back to you. And when you're crying alone, begging him to return, I'll make sure he slams the door in your face.
That's not for you to decide. That's between me and Nathan.
He only listens to me.
Then I pity him. And you! I sincerely hope one day you realize what you've done, but I doubt you ever will.
You'll regret this, girl!
No, I'll finally be free.
So, I heard things got a little heated with my dad.
He humiliated me, dismissed everything I said just because I'm a woman. And you think I should have just kept my mouth shut?
Look, he's old-fashioned. He was raised with a different mindset. That's just how he is.
And I have my own way of seeing the world. Just because he clings to outdated values doesn't mean I should bow to them. Don't try to force me into a box just because it fits your family's idea of how a wife should behave.
Dad keeps going on about how I should divorce you.
I told you already. If that's what you want, I won't stop you.
But I don't want that, Jennifer. I don't want to lose you.
Then why haven't you once stood up for me? Every time your father spoke, you either agreed or stayed silent. Do you realize how much that hurt?
He's my dad. He's older, wiser. He's seen more of life than either of us.
That's not an excuse. And if that's your standard, then I'm sorry, Nathan. I don't think I can be in this marriage anymore.
You're saying you want a divorce?
Your father said it himself. Either she moves in or she's out, and you backed him. You made it clear where your loyalties lie.
Fine. I'll tell them we're not moving in.
What about that grand new house? What's going to happen to it now?
I don't care anymore.
Unbelievable. You went through all that, built that whole two-family setup, didn't even ask me, and now you're just brushing it off?
Whatever, it's just a house.
And your mother? I didn't see her when we visited. What's going on?
She wasn't feeling well, probably just tired.
Has she been diagnosed? You said yourself she's been acting different.
I don't know. Dad hasn't taken her to the hospital, and I haven't asked.
She could have dementia, Nathan. There's medication that can slow it down, but only if she gets help early.
What's the point? You're refusing to move in, so who's going to take care of her?
That's not an excuse to neglect her. There are other options. Home care, day services, even facilities. This isn't just black or white.
We can't afford any of that. We already spent everything on the house.
There are government subsidies. It's not like you're helpless.
You're the one who said no to helping. Don't pretend to care now.
Excuse me? You're seriously blaming me?
Yes, this whole mess started because you wouldn't just say yes. If you'd agreed to the move, none of this would be happening. Dad wouldn't be angry, Mom would have someone around, everything would be fine.
So that's it? I'm the villain here?
You made it this way.
I can't believe you're saying this. I've tried. I really tried to be part of this family, but all I've gotten in return is silence and blame.
Because you never really wanted to be part of us. You always kept your distance, always had that attitude like you were better than us.
I just wanted respect. I wanted partnership, but all I ever got was expectation.
Then go. Walk away. Leave me, leave my parents, but don't expect the world to welcome you with open arms.
What is that? A threat?
You think Mom's gonna be okay on her own? If she wanders off and gets hit by a car or something, that'll be on you.
So that's your play now? Guilt me into submission?
If that's what it takes, yeah. Maybe you need to feel guilty.
No, Nathan, I've done nothing wrong. Your parents' care isn't solely my responsibility. And your emotional manipulation? It won't work anymore.
Fine, do whatever the hell you want.
I intend to.
You'll regret this.
I already regret not leaving sooner. Mary, were you just in Grand Central a little while ago? I know it sounds strange, but I could have sworn I saw you. It looked exactly like you. But then again, I heard you weren't feeling well lately, so I thought maybe I was just imagining things. Jennifer? Yes! How have you been feeling? Have you been able to see a doctor yet? No, not yet. Right. Now that I think about it, it couldn't have been you in Grand Central, right? Well, no, I suppose not. Mary, I didn't think I'd be saying this through a message, but Nathan and we've decided to divorce. What? We're so sorry. After all the trouble your family went through building that two-family home for us. We couldn't go through with the plan to live together, and I know you've been unwell lately. I feel awful that I couldn't be there to support you more. Please don't think any of this is your fault. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm sorry? I said, that's wonderful. Finally, I'm free. What are you talking about? I'm in Grand Central. Wait, what? Are you serious? Where are you now? I'm at the station. I was just about to head out to a meeting. After that, I'm free for the evening. Then let's meet. Tonight. I mean, of course. But does your husband know you're in the city? What about Nathan? Are they not worried about where you are? Why would they be? Well, because they've been saying you're, not well. That you're, sorry to say this, possibly developing dementia? So that's what they've been telling you. Yes, Nathan said you sometimes forget meals or repeat conversations, that he's worried that you might be declining. Then come see me. Look me in the eyes, Jennifer. Once you do, you'll understand everything. You're scaring me a little. What's going on? Later. We'll talk properly tonight, face to face. Okay, I'll message you once my meeting ends. Please, take care until then. Wow, honestly, I'm disgusted. I've never seen a more pathetic, abusive old man in my life.
What did you just say?
I said you're a disgusting excuse for a human being. I've met some awful people, but you take the cake.
You'd better watch your mouth. I'm still your father-in-law whether you like it or not, even if the divorce is underway.
Oh, forgive me. I must have forgotten to pretend to respect someone who doesn't deserve an ounce of it.
Unbelievable. You've really changed, haven't you? Ever since the divorce talks began, your true colors are shining through. I always knew you weren't fit to be my son's wife. In fact, I'm glad this marriage is ending.
Coming from you, that's almost a compliment. You want to talk about people's true nature? Let's talk about yours.
What are you going on about now?
Yesterday, I ran into Nathan's mother in Grand Central.
Her? She disappeared weeks ago, so that's where she's been hiding? Probably got confused again. Her senility must be getting worse.
That's what you tell yourself, isn't it? No, she was perfectly lucid. Sharp as ever, actually.
Don't be fooled. Sometimes she has moments of clarity, but she doesn't even realize she has dementia.
Oh, please. She's more mentally stable than you've ever been. She told me everything.
You're seriously going to believe the ramblings of a senile woman?
More than I'd ever believe you. She told me how you pressured her to fake dementia. How you wanted her to pretend to be mentally ill just so you could guilt Nathan and me into moving in and taking care of you.
That's not what happened.
She said you insisted on it. And when she refused, you ignored her objections and forced the two-family house plan anyway. She begged you not to do it, over and over.
She didn't understand. It wasn't her place.
She understood perfectly. She told me something heartbreaking, that she knew bringing up cohabitation would drive a wedge between Nathan and me. But she said she would rather see her son's marriage fall apart than force some poor woman to waste her youth caring for a bitter, abusive old man.
But she didn't go through with the act. She refused to pretend. She locked herself in her room when you came to visit.
Good for her. She didn't owe us that lie. And let's not skip over the most vile part. You hit her, didn't you? Because she wouldn't cooperate.
She tripped. She's clumsy. That bruise wasn't from me.
Do you think I'm that stupid? Do you think we can't tell the difference between a fall and a punch? The angle of the bruise, the swelling, it's clear as day.
So what? It was a private argument between husband and wife. The police don't need to get involved.
Oh, I think they will. I have the medical report. All it would take is one visit to the station. Even you must understand what that means.
It was just an argument. Nothing worth destroying a life over.
No, what destroys lives is what you've done. The violence, the manipulation, the lies.
Just tell her to come home, please.
She's not coming back. She told me she's done. She wants to live on her own terms now. She went to Grand Central looking for an old shop she loved, a place filled with memories. It's gone now, but even so, she said she felt free.
What can an old woman like her even do?
She can live. And tell me, what is it that you want from her?
She's my wife! We've been together decades!
No, you just want her back as a maid. You don't miss her. You miss the housework, the meals, the laundry, the silent compliance.
A woman doing housework is normal!
Maybe in 1955, but it's 2025. Wake up. No one is obligated to be your servant. You can't just impose your dusty values on people and expect blind obedience.
I don't need a lecture from you. Just give me back my wife.
She's not coming back.
I don't accept that.
Then go to court. Spend your savings fighting a battle you'll lose. Your precious two-family house, you'll be paying for it alone.
Nathan will pay. He's my son.
He won't. He doesn't even live there. He's already taking steps to remove his name. The mortgage is yours now.
No, that can't be true.
Oh, and by the way, your wife will be filing for alimony.
What?
You heard me. You don't get to walk away after decades of abuse without consequences.
I only hit her a few times.
You think it was just a few? She kept a journal. She recorded everything, over 100 incidents, some dated years back, some recent, with photos, with doctor's notes. We could take you to court, send you to prison. But frankly, no one gains anything from seeing you rot behind bars. So, I have a better idea.
You want the house?
God, no. No one wants that cursed building. Sell it, use the money to pay what you owe, and then get a job.
I'm 70. I've retired.
And spent your retirement drinking, sitting around, and handing your money to bar girls. Meanwhile, your wife couldn't even buy the cheap wine she liked. She deserves peace in her remaining years. Freedom. She gave her life to you and got nothing in return. Now, she deserves everything.
But who's going to hire someone like me?
Don't worry, I know people. I'll help you find something appropriate. Dishwashing, trash collection, security guard. You'll be fine.
How much? How much do I owe?
About $1,800 a month. More if you include back pay.
How am I supposed to live?
You have a pension. You can live modestly, like your wife always had to.
This is like telling me to die!
No, this is what accountability looks like. You raised your hand to someone weaker, and now you pay.
I want to apologize. If she hears me out, I'm sure she'll understand.
No, she won't, because 3 minutes after you apologize, you'll raise your hand again. That's your cycle. Everyone knows it now. And one last thing.
What more is there?
Your toxic sexist values? You pass them down to your son. That's why our marriage failed.
So now this is all my fault?
Partly, yes. Your son had chances to change, but your influence was like poison, and I won't let it infect another generation.
No grandchildren, no family under one roof, just labor till death? This isn't the life I worked for!
None of us got what we hoped for. We dreamed of love, peace, home. But living with you made that impossible. You're not the only one in pain. Stop pretending you are.
To be torn down by someone like you!
I hope at 70, you finally realize age and gender don't make you wise. Decency does.
So, she's really done with me.
Yes. She's sipping wine with a smile I haven't seen in years.
She drinks wine?
See? You never knew her at all.
Can you just tell her I'm sorry?
No. Apologies have to come from you, face to face.
Please, forgive me. I don't want to be alone. Nathan, hey, I need to talk to you. It's important. If this is about the house, save it. Please, just hear me out. I'm in a tough spot. I didn't expect all these costs. The loan is bigger than I thought it'd be, and now with your mother gone, everything's falling on me. I can't do this alone, son. I need your help. Help? You mean money. It's your family home, Nathan. I built this with the future in mind, for you, for your wife, for your kids someday. You're part of this. You owe me that much. Owe you? I don't owe you a damn thing. Don't talk to me like that. I'm your father. Yeah, and as a father, you spent more time tearing people down than building them up. You manipulated Mom, guilt-tripped her into staying while you treated her like a live-in maid. You called my wife ungrateful, lazy, unworthy, and now you're surprised she left? She poisoned you against me. You were different before she came into the picture. No, I just opened my eyes. I finally saw the way you talked to her, how you talked to Mom. You treated women like they existed to serve you. You didn't raise me, you commanded me. Nathan, listen, if I lose this house, I have nowhere to go. You should have thought of that before forcing everyone to live under your roof on your terms. Before driving your wife out and then asking the son you emotionally abused to bail you out. I made mistakes, I admit it, but I'm still your father. You can't just abandon me. Watch me. Nathan, please, just a few hundred a month just until I get back on my feet. You're not getting back on your feet. You retired 10 years ago and spent your pension drinking and flirting with barmaids while Mom was clipping coupons just to buy laundry detergent. I didn't know she was struggling like that. Because you never asked. You never cared. You just assumed she'd serve you till the end. I'm alone now, Nathan. Everything's gone. Even my own son wants nothing to do with me. You didn't lose me, Dad. You threw me away the second you made it clear your pride mattered more than people. So here's what's going to happen. You will not use my name for credit. You will not ask for another yen from me. And if you show up at my home, I will call the police. You're serious? Dead serious. You made your choices. Now you can live with the consequences, just like Mom had to. Goodbye, Dad.
The divorce between my father-in-law and mother-in-law was finalized surprisingly quickly. It was as if both of them had been waiting for someone to make the first move. And once that unspoken wall cracked, there was nothing left to fight for. No dramatic scenes, no desperate pleas, just paperwork, signatures, and a quiet understanding that whatever had tied them together was long gone. But as for my divorce from Nathan, that turned out to be far messier than I expected. After everything he'd said, all the harsh, arrogant words, all the blaming and belittling, after the countless times he insisted I was the problem, that I was holding him back, that I needed to grow up. It should have been simple. It should have been straightforward. But no, when it finally came time to part ways, when we were sitting in that small cold room signing the final documents, Nathan broke down in tears. He actually cried. After all the bravado, all the posturing and cruel declarations, he looked me in the eye and sobbed, saying he didn't want to lose me. He said he still loved me, that we could fix things, that we just needed one more chance. It wasn't love, it was desperation. The same desperation of a man who finally realized that control doesn't guarantee permanence, but it was far too late. To be honest, it made me recoil. I felt absolutely no sympathy, just a deep, bone-deep disgust. It triggered something in me that I didn't know had been dormant, the kind of emotional revulsion I can only describe as a Frog Prince effect. The moment he cried, I didn't see the man I used to care about. I saw someone who had willingly destroyed everything we'd built, and now, pitifully, couldn't stand the idea of being alone. The sight of him sobbing didn't move me. It repulsed me. All I could think was, this is the same man who mocked me for being emotional. And now look at him. What struck me even more was how quickly he unraveled the moment he realized I wasn't going to change my mind. I stayed calm, collected, and signed the papers without hesitation. And when I left that office, I didn't look back. Meanwhile, my former father-in-law, despite everything, continues to work tirelessly. From what I hear, he pushes his aging body to the limit every day, still showing up to the same manual job he's held for years. That in itself isn't surprising. He's always been proud, stubborn even. But what did catch me off guard is the fact that, despite the divorce, he still deposits money into my ex-mother-in-law's bank account every single month. I wasn't expecting that. Not from him. For years, he had such a harsh presence. Strict, loud, unyielding. I assumed the moment the divorce was finalized, he'd cut off all ties and leave her to fend for herself. But no, he may not be easy to understand, but somewhere in that weathered old heart, there's still a sense of responsibility. Maybe even guilt. Who knows? All I know is that he's still helping her in the only way he knows how. And then there's the house. Brand new, built just a few years ago, and yet it's still sitting on the market unsold. It turns out that being a two-generation home, a property designed for extended family living, is now a massive disadvantage. No one wants to live like that anymore. These days, people value independence, privacy. The idea of multiple families under one roof feels outdated, even suffocating. It's ironic, really. They built that house with the vision of unity, of shared life and harmony. And now, that very structure has become a burden, a symbol of a future that never came to be. They can't even sell it. My former father-in-law is still paying off the mortgage alone, watching money drain away every month for a home no one wants to live in. Sometimes the things we build to hold people together end up trapping us instead. As for my former mother-in-law, she's taken a very different path, one I honestly admire. After the divorce, she moved into a modest apartment across town. It's small, barely big enough for one person, but to her, it's a palace. Her own space, her own rules. For the first time in her adult life, she doesn't have to tiptoe around someone else's moods or silence herself to keep the peace. She doesn't have to serve tea at a specific hour or pretend to be someone she's not. She's free. And now, she's working in the cleaning department of the building where my company is headquartered. Yes, my building. I bumped into her unexpectedly one morning in the lobby, both of us equally stunned. I wasn't sure how to react, but she smiled, genuinely, and told me how happy she was. She said the job may be simple, but it gave her purpose. She said she enjoys wiping down the windows and polishing the floors because she knows she's contributing to something. She said, this may just be an apartment, but it's my apartment, my little castle. It moved me more than I expected. We both stood there for a while, quietly acknowledging that life had taken turns neither of us could have predicted. And me? I'm thriving. I've settled into my new role as editor-in-chief of the publishing company I dreamed about working for since my university days. Every morning, I walk into that office with confidence. I lead a team of sharp, passionate writers. I make decisions that matter. I guide stories into the world, and I get to shape narratives that empower others. It's more than a job. It's a calling. And for the first time in years, I don't feel small. I don't feel like I have to shrink myself to make someone else comfortable. I don't apologize for being ambitious or passionate or emotional. I don't hide behind polite silence. I speak up. I take space, and I'm respected for it. There are still moments, quiet ones, when I remember the chaos, the late-night arguments, the emotional gaslighting, the constant tiptoeing, but those memories have lost their sting. They're just echoes now, reminders of what I survived, proof of what I overcame. Sometimes I walk past the cafe where Nathan and I used to meet after work. It's changed ownership. The name's different, but the little bell above the door still makes the same soft chime. I don't avoid it anymore. I walk by, look in the window, and feel nothing. No bitterness, no longing, just neutrality, freedom. That's the thing about healing. It doesn't always come with a grand cinematic moment. Sometimes it's found in the silence, in walking past a place that once held pain and realizing it no longer owns you. And as I watch the people around me, the father-in-law still paying off an empty house, the ex-husband who cried too late, the mother-in-law who found joy in independence, I feel something like peace. Not because everything is perfect, but because I finally understand that I don't have to carry any of it with me anymore. Sometimes, late at night, I sit on my balcony with a warm drink and watch the city lights shimmer like stars scattered across the ground. The world feels vast out there, but no longer intimidating, just open, full of possibility. I used to be terrified of starting over, terrified of what it meant to rebuild a life alone, but I've come to realize I was never truly alone. I had myself, and that was enough. I've started journaling again, not out of habit, but out of desire. There's something healing about putting pen to paper, about reclaiming the narrative and telling it in my own words, not the version others tried to write for me, not the filtered story my ex-in-laws tried to project to save face, just mine. I even reconnected with some old friends I drifted away from during my marriage. They told me they always felt I wasn't truly happy, but didn't know how to say it without overstepping. Hearing that hurt, but it also validated everything I once tried to deny. I wasn't imagining things, I was just enduring them. Now, I don't endure. I choose, I live, and I do it with no one's permission but my own.